Britain has become one of the world's least God-fearing countries. Every year, more and more of us come to the view that God and everything about him, a sense of mystery, intuition, blind faith, is to be rejected in favour of an understanding of the world that is based on the observable and the knowable. It's no surprise when you look around the world that atheism has become so attractive. But at its worst, atheism can be every bit as intolerant as the most devout religious belief. I wonder if it really is the answer to our prayers. If you believe you have God on your side, if you are the chosen ones, any act of barbarism can be justified against your enemies. It's not just Muslims versus the rest either. In Iraq, it's Muslims versus Muslims, Sunni versus Shia. In Northern Ireland, Christian sectarianism is a partial justification for decades of violence. The Zionists of Israel believe they have a God-given right to occupy land Palestinians believe to be theirs. The reciprocal loathing between Jews and Muslims is yet another gift from God, of course. No surprise then what the average man or woman in the liberal West makes of religion.
What do you think about religion?
About religion?
Yeah.
I think religion causes a lot of problems, really.
I think what religion's managed to do through history has been to the detriment of freedom and, you know, and I think it holds people back.
What do you think about people who say that religion causes a lot of warfare and trouble?
It most probably does.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because you've got one person believing in one thing and one person believing in something else. And they feel, you know, they're passionate about what they believe in.
Yeah, I suppose most wars are caused by religion, aren't they?
Yeah.
All of which is perfectly understandable, I suppose, but is it religion per se which is to blame? Or that very stupid human craving for certainty and justification?
On the toes of theology.
Many atheists reckon it is religion, a belief in the supernatural.
The time has come for people of reason to say enough is enough. Religious faith discourages independent thought, it's divisive, and it's dangerous.
Richard Dawkins is a brilliant man, a wonderful writer and, lest these days we forget, a fairly decent scientist too. Of late he has become more renowned, though, as the man who hates God, forever waging war on religion and blaming it for much of the violence in the world.
It could be Muslim imams issuing fatwas. I think that the crimes that are done in the name of religion really do follow from religious faith. I don't think anybody ever could or would say that with respect to atheism.
And not just Dawkins either. It seems to be de rigueur for card-carrying atheists to say that people who believe in religion are simply conditioned.
I do object to people being entrapped by religious belief. And I think that such people should be disabused.
They're not stupid. Do you think they're more stupid than you are?
Well, clearly not. I think they are conditioned more than I am.
Some atheists have become rather dogmatic, terribly certain in their conviction that there is no God and that anyone who thinks there is a deluded and dangerous fool. And are they right? If we all became atheists tomorrow, would the world suddenly become a better place? I doubt it, not least because atheists are becoming as intransigent about their own views as the people they so despise. Atheism is becoming a religion of its own. It already has its gurus and its revered sacred texts.
We will be able to explain everything through science.
It has its magnificent temples, within which lie mysteries and unknowable truths.
Here is where we uncover the laws of physics, the origin of the universe and its evolution.
But of course, atheism too has blood on its hands. The Soviet Union's atheist regime killed more than 20 million people. When you think about it, atheism's a rather peculiar thing. Nothing more, really, than a belief in a negative. A further belief, if you like, in disbelief. So it's hard to imagine how such a blank position could show us how to live our lives. And yet that's exactly what some atheists are increasingly attempting to do. And in that attempt, atheism is beginning to take on some of the characteristics of the belief systems they despise. Sorry, Ellen. You just said they'll follow whatever rubbish you put in front of them.
That their ideas are stupid. The beliefs are stupid. The theology is stupid.
Isn't that a tad arrogant? Heartland, USA. A place where the equally intransigent forces of Christianity and atheism square up to one another. Sunday morning outside St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York. David Bedford is such a good atheist he changed his name to Darwin, much as an Islamic convert may change his name to Muhammad.
God is just make-believe, children. God is just make-believe. Interested in reading something? Go home, she said.
Hello.
Read, sir?
Who are you? Can I have one of your...
I'm the atheist messiah.
Are you really?
Yes.
How wonderful to meet you. Tell me a little about what you believe in, why you're here.
What I believe in is, I don't believe in any gods. And I think believing in things that aren't true affects people's thinking and people's lives.
Well, why can't you believe what you believe and let other people believe what they want?
Because what they believe is wrong.
Don't you think that's a tad arrogant?
No.
No. It's a good answer.
In fact, I don't think that we should tolerate religion at all.
It would be unfair, of course, to suggest that atheists are all of that variety. I think prevalence of religious belief, particularly in the heartland of America, is almost unquestioned. And in his way, he is doing something to make people question that belief, I suppose.
Pamphlet? You don't see me?
We'll pray for you.
Okay, pray for me.
So, even atheism's rational way still breeds its own brand of bona fide loonies. But atheism's common ground with religion doesn't stop there. Devout believers can be contemptuous of the views of other religions.
Hello.
The same can be said of a good few atheists.
Nice to meet you.
American Atheists was set up in 1963 with the laudable aim of safeguarding the civil rights of atheists.
Welcome to my office.
Its president, Ellen Johnson, shows me around.
Thank you. This is our library, and if you want to come into the stacks, the best room is probably here because there's room. This is our history, so that years from now, the Christians can't rewrite atheist history. And what's interesting is that going back to the 1700s, religion was criticized. I just did a show on The Viewpoint reading from those books to show people, and this is their history, and it has to be preserved. Cold drinks, everybody, before we do it?
Ellen's invited me to appear on her TV show, The Atheist Viewpoint, which is transmitted on cable in 19 US states, as well as on the internet.
It's 25 minutes.
That's fine.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Atheist Viewpoint. My name is Ellen Johnson. I'm the president of American Atheists. My guest here today is the award-winning journalist Rod Little.
I rather liked Ellen. She was witty, clever, well-read. But underneath, you got that sulphurous whiff of the true believer. Because it strikes me as odd that atheists should need an organisation to pledge the fact that they don't believe something.
Well, it's more than just that. We have to work to protect our civil rights and protect the separation of state and church.